AskReddit by father of trillions. What is the inspiration behind your username? This is my 15th account. Edit. Since I've gotten a few questions. My first account was identical to my Twitter, and I wasn't really comfortable with that. I had it for 6 years, and I noticed that I cared a bit too much about my karma. I decided to delete the account and create a new account every time I felt like it hit 10k total karma. I don't remember every single account name I've had, but at one point I started numbering them in some way. My last account was 3RD and AMP14. I am mostly active on our NFL. My next account will be tied to the number 16 in some way. What did you do, lol? I like Monty Python and I'm part Russian. This is the best one. My dad's old Xbox gamer tag is Reckless. When he made me an Xbox account he made my name Little Reckless. We used to play together, but since then he kinda stopped playing games. Now I just make my name some variation of Reckless on whatever platform I go on. Besides Xbox, I'll keep that Little Reckless forever, so remember his name. I didn't think about honoring my dad with my account name. I guess Big would have been a good username, right? Reddit assigned it to me. I wanted something that would not reflect any other usernames I use elsewhere on the internet, so I just went with the randomly assigned one. Mine wasn't randomly generated, but it has the same reasoning behind it. I had an account before this one, but it was recognizable by those who know me. I'm not playing that game on Reddit. I need mine to social media. Me hungry. My reason is similar to your reason. I had a dream about a goblin beating the shit out of me in my car and I remembered it when making my profile. That's so random. I love it. I definitely totally can make quick decisions on the fly. I suffer the same fate. I am a professional snooker player. That you, Mr. O'Sullivan? I drink a lot. My brothers will come over with whiskey on Christmas, 2 bottles. They get one each, they'll drink that fuck and still seem sober. Can you do that too? I thought you could change them. Jesus. I get hammered and say Kachowza for some reason. Coming to Burger King near you. I have anxiety, and I like deep fried things. Same. Read my username backwards. Growing up in the South as the only boy in the family, I got my nickname. I hated being called it, and I swore that when I was an adult I would never be called that again. Shortly before I graduated high school, my oldest sister had the first baby of my siblings. Every time I came over to see my nephew, my sister and brother-in-law would tease me and tell my nephew to say Bubba. Of course I hated it and told them not to do so. Sometime later I was visiting my nephew who was playing on the floor. He crawled over to me, used me to help himself stand up and then promptly said Bubba clear as day and laughed. It was his first word beyond mama and dada 21 years later, and now all my nieces and nephews call me that, and you know what? I'm okay with it. That's really sweet. Looked into my pants. I also looked into mine. I will never tell you. Whatever, Ted. Tremelade is a French village in Dordogne where I spent the summers of my youth. The 1970 movie Le Borgia was shot there and most of the villagers, including my grandmother, had their 15 seconds of fame. The place has changed little since then. So much history in the surrounding area. Downside is that it's a royal pain in the ass to get there from NY. That's actually very cool. It's what my uncle used to call me when I was a kid. It's how my friends tend to describe me to new people. I was wondering if it could be my name. wanted to be deadly. Apparently someone already was. So I became deadlier. You deadly potato 00. Warriors now. The name I've given to the orchestra of dicks trying to tell me how to do my job. I low lead. My favorite thing about working with dogs is a lack of human interaction. I wanted people to know I am an intellectual, an avid conversationalist, and have an expertise in a wide range of topics. A sort of Renaissance man, if you will. I think my name sums that up perfectly. I thought, that username. Is it Henry Kissinger? Can't be Leonard Cohen, he died. And James Bond and Sherlock Holmes are fictional. I just really don't like M. Forget that. What inspired you behind your username? Thanks for asking. It is because since I was in elementary school, due to having very little friends, I've kept making imaginary friends one after the other, which slowly transformed into an entire universe which has taken up residence inside my brain. Edit medium equals IOSAP and AMP. UTM name equals IOSF is an excerpt from a book about it I'm writing, and IOM equals IOSAP and AMP. UTM name equals IOSF is an AMA about it. My grandmother has been dabbling in the dark arts. This one makes me giggle. I like large photos. And you cannot lie. Teenage me wanted to rule the world as a king, then I started referring to myself as a future dictator. Myself, of course. In high school, my best friend and I were tall and skinny. Both over 6 feet and both under 180 pounds. We were pretty much inseparable. At a party one night, someone said we looked like the number 11 standing next to each other. We all laughed. Somehow that turned into the too skinny, so it went from there. Has been my handle now for over a quarter century. Survived a suicide attempt bad enough it required 8 days in the medical hospital to stabilize me. I don't have another save left. Hey. I don't know you, but I'm glad you're here. What are you, a cop? I would rather not explain. So I'll let you decide. Got an LOTR mashup. Heard the word fribble in the movie 1776, looked it up and said yup, that fits me. Name of the sleep demon I had growing up. More I used the name, the less he appeared in my dreams. Stopped showing up when I was 23-24. I tried a few non-Cadbury's chocolate bar related names and they were all taken, but I tried a Cadbury's related name and that came up green. But I've never liked Cadbury, so I made my position clear with this name instead. Work with Severs. Got balls. My little cousin called me this after seeing The Night of the Museum. A cat sat on a glass table I was cleaning and I spotted a little greasy spot after she left. Henceforth I saw them everywhere and called them random acts of Venus. I smoke bubble hash. I am not Jesus. A bunch of Norse mythology. Old co-worker making fun of me after saying I work like a Mexican, talked like an African American, and look like an uncooked piece of bacon. It's my job. My name is Jared. I didn't wait long enough typing it on a keypad. E changed to F, I thought it was funny. I play bass, and my daughter is named Lockie Morningstar. That stupid mods in most Reddit subs. Binary, computer science professional. Beanie, I'm Puerto Rican and like beans lol. Don't know. I like making cornflakes disappear and bury them in the woods. Pet cemetery. I like really spicy food. Mine was Elvis Presley's alias he used when checking into hotels. I am a fan of Elvis, so there you go. I hope data miners don't use this info. Wife is huge Elvis fan. We have been to Graceland and when in Las Vegas, had Elvis renew our vows. From this story I read as a kid called an Asirima. My friends gave me the nickname Gnome, because I'm very small. It's relatively self-explanatory. Capital E. No one gives a two fuck about me, so I've got some extra fucks. You can have one of mine. To be human. I like monsters and undead especially. Well, that is quite the story.